This is a big one. Nice narrative. He's going back to Minnesota. He's thrown a lot of interceptions, 6, I believe, in the last 2 games. A lot of players are going to downplay it. I'm curious to see what he, of course, had to say. He went in a different direction than I guess people thought. Let's take a listen.
I think the emotion is really gratitude. You know, when you think back to, that's kind of the word that comes to mind, is just gratitude. You know, when I arrived there as a free agent, they took a chance on me. Ownership took a chance on me. The organization did. And so I think just so many teammates who gave so much to help me, coaches who gave so much to help me.
Hamilton, I'm good.
Yes.
Hello, Cat. There's a cat behind you. Are you happy to see me?
Yeah. There we go.
Thanks, Cat. Cat laughed at that. That was great. As much as I love a shmoopy Kirk Cousins,
yeah.
I want to see you like that, Kirk Cousins, and I freaking better up against Minnesota. We've seen those little spurts of it. So look, great. You had your moment of gratitude, yada, yada, yada.
Let's go. Yeah.
This is going to happen, and you're going to be like, this is so, no, you're playing for it all, and you've got to have, it's not even about a chip on his shoulder, but you're not going to convince me that it doesn't mean a little more in a fiery way and less of a gratitude-y way.
Gratitude, yeah. I agree, and I think we've kind of seen it from Kirk over the years. You're right, and I do think it kind of brings out the best in him. I think right now, I do think it's genuine. He feels that gratitude towards the organization, but it's smart for him not to, especially with the way things have kind of gone for him lately, not to kind of put anything out there, to play it really close to the vest. But, you know, he's a human being. This has to mean something to him, especially with the way it kind of ended there.
Hamilton, what has gone on with him? I'm going to show you some numbers, and then you're going to explain this to me. Because if you look at it, the splits are crazy. He ranked top 5 in passing touchdowns through his first 9. He gets the Falcons to a 6-3 start. We're like, let's go, Kirk, go Chains, let's do this thing. And then it just gets out of hand. This spiraled, okay? 6 picks, no touchdowns. Everything's plummeting. He said that this is like a rough patch because he's pressing too much. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it does look like it. He's forcing the ball downfield. You look at a lot of the picks, he's kind of forcing things into some windows. You know, he's had the arm in the past where he can make some of those tight window throws. Yeah. It's not happening right now. I think he does need a little bit of a reset. They need to get that run game going for him too, which hasn't really come along with Bijan the way we kind of thought it was going to coming into the year. I think that would help a lot. It's gonna be tough against this Vikings defense, but I think, yeah, it's kind of simplifying things for him, getting back to just taking what's there and not trying to manufacture big plays that might not necessarily be there.
Sometimes when you are spiraling, which he has spiraled to the floor of the ocean where the aliens are, okay? That's where he is right now. You lose the team, especially a veteran like a Grady Jarrett, who hat tip to you, Walter Payton Man of the Year. Love Grady Jarrett. He's been there forever. He never gets love. Then you have a guy like Jessie, who everyone's trying to fire Coach Lou over in Cincinnati. He's there. I loved that he has not lost them. It shows you how good of a leader, how likable, this is rough. They might lose the division in their spot. They had his back. They had confidence in him, and I loved seeing it. And there's reasons to have confidence. I do think they bounce back. The Falcons, they're still clinging. If you look at the odds here and you look at the standings, they're clinging. They're holding on for dear life, like me on the water slides at Baha Mar last week. Oh, my gosh. NFC South leaders, thanks to the tiebreaker they hold over Tampa, they're still favorites to win it. They're still favorites, Hamilton. They got to stop the skid from turning into an absolute spiral.